Girl, if it's one thing that this cowardly lion from Detroit gonna do, is she gonna get on this screen and lie like a motherfucker. Bitch, you is a liar. And you know another thing she gonna do? She gonna come to us with some fashion fails. Them motherfucking too thin ass, boneless, boneless braids she had in her hair sitting on that park bench with her friend, the scarecrow, who still couldn't find a brain. Girl, Martell, not only did you talk shit about Mel, hold on, y'all, I got a lot to say. Not only did you talk about Mel, you didn't got pissed off at more so and told all of his tea. So, Tisha, how you gonna feel about that your good sis Destiny was co-signing that shit? Martell is giving jealousy. It's giving jealousy. You are jealous of Marceau. I know why you really mad. We gonna talk about why Martell really mad. Girl, this episode was a lot. And Kimmy Scott, we gonna talk about you, Pooh. Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about you. I hope you're not getting into it with Nell and Miss Melody at the reunion, because you shouldn't have shit to say and you waited 40-something years to marry a Maurice Scott. Like, bitch, your credibility is shot to the ground. You married a Maurice Scott. You raised Jalen and then took on another son. Girl, I got a lot of shit to tell y'all. Miss Wanda out here threatening Mel again. I went down to the trenches of Bessemer. I had a lot going on this weekend. Good morning, friend. Good morning, friend. I'm drinking my tea. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like this video. I'm finna tell you now. You might as well season your oxtails, cut up your green peppers and onions and shit, and just go ahead and listen to me. We finna talk shit and just prep your dinner. Prep your Sunday dinner, girl, because we got a lot of shit to talk about. I got a lot of shit to say. And I went down to the trenches of Bessemer the other day, girl. Wanda's still over there talking shit about Mel. I want to see some scenes about her threatening Mel, calling her and her mama some bitches and shit. Talking about she could have knocked the damn I told y'all we gonna talk. Right, it's Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, girl. This is a good ass episode though, right? So I know I was supposed to do the review last night, but a series of events. Hey y'all, I had a lot going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So since it's Sunday, I am gonna do a story time, child. Tell y'all my crazy ass night on Friday. Yesterday I played it cool, but I was still whatever. So that video will be up today. Married to Medicine coming on tonight. Are y'all gonna watch Married to Medicine? Comment and tell me if y'all gonna watch Married to Medicine. Because if y'all watch Married to Medicine tonight, then I'll record a Married to Medicine tonight too. Right, I got a lot of energy, right? A bitch is ready to talk. I'm ready to talk. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about this episode. First of all, we get Martell and Destiny meeting up at a park bench. First of all, it wasn't no brunch spots open. Like, why the fuck is y'all sitting on the motherfucking park bench? Y'all ain't got no house to record in? Martell? Talking about the kids was at his mama's house. Where your house? Destiny, where your house? Last time we checked, LeBerick put her out that house. She had to sell that house. That ain't funny. But we know you got a place to live, girl. Why didn't y'all go to brunch? I didn't understand why they had us sitting on the damn park bench. Y'all ain't got y'all kids with y'all. Y'all ain't walking no dogs. Just dry at a motherfucking bench. Y'all ain't even drinking coffee at the damn bench. Girl, I guess. So as soon as I seen Destiny hair, it put me in the mind that she tried to throw together a quick do and thought she had a pack of hair at the bottom of, you know, in the bathroom or in the closet. You know how you had that random ass pack of hair? Girl, she thought she had the pack of hair. She ain't had a pack of hair, so she just had to improvise and put them two little braids on. It's giving you supposed to put a wig on top. Those was the braids underneath your wig. Exactly. I guess, child. So Destiny and Martell meet up so they could talk shit about the girls trip, because Destiny ain't got no man like the rest of the ladies. And I don't know why she couldn't have talked to Lance if that's who she humping on, allegedly. So all things I'm saying is alleged. Everything I say is allegedly and in my own opinion. So listen, punk bitch, Don't come over here. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, child. So Destiny talking about how her dad have cancer and she going through that. So prayers up to Destiny dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking shit about these hoes, but I really do hope her father is okay or whatever. You know, parents are priceless. She said that she's leasing a new space for Madani for her products. Girl, last time when you had that store, didn't Mel have to pay your utility bill for you or something? And then LeBaric suing you too, girl. It's a lot of shit going on, but I guess Destiny, if that's what you said you gonna do, then that's good. Because as far as we concerned, you don't have a storyline. You didn't juiced the Sonny and Moses storyline dry. You hopeless, girl. And the only other storyline you got is bashing Mel to Martell or trying to beef with Mel. Why did they bring her back? Like, you have nothing, bitch. You hopeless. You hopeless, 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 hopeless. Guess what? Like a bitch from Huntsville. Oh, no. That improvised went wrong. Exactly. Anyway, she is hopeless like a penny with a hole in it. Anyway, and we see this. First of all, you hopeless because you got on them damn braids, bitch. Sashay away, Shantae. You also hopeless because you came back with that blind bust down that we specifically told you and Trish to fucking burn at the cross. We told you to burn them damn blind 27-piece wigs. Now you know what? The girlies really wanted Mel little blind wig. Now Mel did the little blind bob and the bob was bobbing. I like the bangs, the little cut. Mel was looking cute and sassy and was acting sassy too. We gonna talk about Mel. Mel, we gonna talk about you. Girl, but anyway. So Destiny was wrong as a motherfucker for them braids. She was wrong for that blonde bust down wig. Then this bitch commits to say, because of course Martell thirsty ass, what happened with Mel on the trip? Like, you little gossip girl. He's such a fucking gossip girl. Anyway, so he asks about what happened with Mel. She talking about, yeah, I mentioned her in a respectfully cheating, and that's why I didn't have her back, because at first I was I was telling you how wrong you was for fucking with, Coleslaw. And Martell co-signed it like, yeah, bitch, you was saying I should stop letting Coleslaw slob on my knob and shit. So I was like, okay. First of all, why do you keep mentioning this respectfully cheating type of shit? Everybody think you lying, ho. Even your friend Tisha think you lying. And now I see why Marceau got that smoke for you. Mind you, when they be recording this stuff, sometimes the producers will show the other cast members what they just recorded so they can come with the energy. So the energy that Marceau has for Destiny and how he said that she was probably lying and stuff, to me, that gives Marceau probably seen these scenes. And now he got the energy for you, Destiny. That's why Marceau don't like your ass, bitch. And we don't either. Because tell me why this bitch gonna say, yeah, she was basically saying like, yeah, I told her about herself. And she was like, no, imitating her and shit. And was like, and then right after that, she was so nice to me. She was so nice to me. And then in her confessional, she like, Mel got about 3, 4, 5 of different faces. She's so two-faced, I just don't even know which. Yeah, I need to take. I need to just take a breather. And I said this before, like, what type of bitch is Destiny? Literally, if you think about the psych behind what type of bitch this bitch came to your trip, caused chaos, tried to embarrass you, then apologized, asked for your forgiveness, smacked you on the butt, said I loved you, gaslit you about your mama in your face on your trip. And now you gonna run back to my ex-husband, which I just told you, this why I don't fuck with you, bitch, because you know what this man did to me. And then you running back telling him everything I said and lying on top of that. Something wrong with Destiny. No, Destiny, in my opinion, I ain't saying this as a fact, but I think the clock don't strike 12. I think the clock is stuck at 5:32 or something, and remember the little birds in the cuckoo clock? The bird don't come out in the cuckoo clock. The bird is stuck in the damn house of delusion. Something fucking wrong with Destiny. The fact that this bitch said, oh, and you know what? After that, she was so nice to me. Ho, you omitted the fact that you apologized to me, told me you loved me, and I felt sorry for your dirty dog, droopy face ass. And that's why I decided to keep it cute throughout the rest of the trip. You're the one who tried to sit by me and you were mad because you probably seen Mel say that she's not accepting no new friends or some shit like that. And now you feel some type of way, bitch. That you know that she's still over there with Lauren and Dr. Shanita and you're not invited to the party, bitch. You can't sit with us. Girl, Destiny is a delusional bitch. How you hate me but want to be my friend, but still going back? Girl, something wrong with Destiny. Her and Martell are two peas in the pod. Exactly. The cowardly lion and the scarecrow without a brain. I swear to God. This is crazy. I was like, what type of skilled ass perception, bitch? No wonder Nell don't fuck with you. I wouldn't fuck with you ever again, bitch. And that's probably what she know, and that's why she mad. Anyway, child. Martell and Destiny, they started talking about the Trish and Martell stuff. Martell doubles down. He said, ain't shit happened. She just came over. We talked. She went home. We politicked. He called Ken a side nigga. He also said Martell is such a lying little bitch. Hold on. Backtrack. When they was talking about Mel, did y'all hear Martell say, yeah, it was like she was talking to Coleslaw like she wanted me to cheat so she could catch me and have something to talk about. What? This is the reason why they friends. This is the reason why Ren and Stimpy are friends. Exactly. Or Pinky and the Brain. But the crazy part about it is, who would be the brain? Between Destiny and Martell, who the fuck would be the brain? We damn sure know Martell bald-headed ass wouldn't be the brain. Do Destiny got some college credits to her name? I mean, the way her life playing out on TV, it's not giving you could be the brain. So both of y'all Pinky, girl, I don't know. Martell is crazy. Something wrong with Martell and something wrong with Destiny too. And that's why they dumbass sitting on a park bench. Sitting on a damn park bench looking stupid. Anyway, so Martell basically said that Trish, though, he was like, when I went into Stormy house and act like I didn't know her, he said Trish should have went along with that and just he said, bitch, you brought this all on yourself. I tried to spur your stupid ass by walking in Stormy house and acting like I ain't know you. But since you made a big deal out of it, this on you, your ex-husband, and your side nigga. Martell ain't shit. This why Martell them really ain't shit. Hold on. He was talking about how Marceau was bringing up the Trish shit in front of Ken when they was out playing archery or whatever, anchors and temple, whatever the fuck they was doing. First of all, I said big hip Marceau. That's why Martell gonna get on your motherfucking ass, because you keep being a messy ass bald head frog face bitch. You can't be out here being messy when somebody else know your tea. Now, if I was out with you and I seen you sucking dick in the alley, and then you come back the next day talking about some, ooh, girl, I don't like that wig. Bitch, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you sucking dick in the alley with that boy with that Malibu yesterday. No, just saying, but that's what he was giving, girl. So anyway, Martell comes up and was like, so they talking about it. He's like, yeah, I don't appreciate them being a fucking hypocrite, always bringing up my shit, which Martell said that a long time ago when they was really going off on him about being a cheating ass nigga with Coleslaw. Here go Destiny though. She was like, yeah, you agreeing with it. Tisha, how you feel about your good sis talking about your marriage? So at the reunion, is it going to be Destiny trying to destroy your marriage? I want to keep that same energy that you had with Mel, bitch. Because this just lets us know this is reminiscent of the 20 women. I don't want you getting on here talking about somebody trying to ruin your marriage. I don't want this shit ain't got shit to do with Mel. It's always been Martell's slow, slew-foot, bald-headed ass talking about your raggedy ass marriage, bitch. So I want you to keep that same energy with Destiny too, because that was your good sis that's co-signing that your man probably is out here cheating. I don't know, y'all. I want to see. I want to see what the tea gonna be. Anyway, so Martell continues to say, don't talk about me when you 1,000 times worse than I am. We done been out together. You done did things. And he was like, cause he was like, Marceau cheat like a motherfucker. He was like, he cheat like a motherfucker. He 1,000 times worse than me. Have we heard this before? Absolutely. Do I think it could be true? Absolutely. Do I think Tisha give a fuck? Absolutely not. Let it go, ho. Exactly. At this point, I don't give a fuck if Marceau cheating. Because look, Tisha don't give a fuck. If they show us proof, I'ma drag Tisha just for the fact that you've been trying to gaslight Nell this whole time, knowing you had a cheating ass nigga and you was just too much of a weak bitch to leave him like Nell did. Now I'ma drag you for that. But I'm not gonna keep dragging Tisha because she don't give a fuck. Apparently, she's okay with, putting up with it. Some women are like that. As long as they have financial security, they'll allow their man to cheat. It's just like that. I'm the type of bitch where you can't cheat on me because I can provide my own financial stability. So if I don't get both, I don't want it, bitch. But so that's what's gonna set off all of the tea later on about Marceau cheating and all of this other shit. But this my whole thing. Tisha, you come out and be 10 toes down and hype and shit. I wonder, are you going to be hyped like this with Martell at the reunion about this cheating shit? Because you was always coming at Mel neck, and that's you and your mammy's whole beef with Mel is that she allegedly be trying to tear your marriage up. Speaking of Miss Wanda, I'm going to tell y'all the shit that Miss Wanda said at the end of the video. And it's giving Miss Wanda, you knew this shit was coming out on this episode. So Tisha probably told you to get online and start talking shit about Mel and shit to deflect from the fact that they still talking about Marceau cheating on her. Miss I'm the wife, Miss Rich Wife. Exactly. Y'all know Tisha be wearing that hat talking about rich wife. Miss Rich Wife. Now we talking about your marriage. Exactly. So keep that same energy. Remember you was all in Mel business last week on a girls trip. Now it's your turn. Girl, Karma gonna spend a block on Tisha, but if I was her, I'd put that all off on Marceau. That ain't got no bearing on what type of woman Tisha is because her man out here being a dog ass cheater. It do say something though about you trying to talk about Mel this whole time and you dealing with a cheating ass nigga at home and you just putting up with it looking stupid. Anyway. But I digress. But so even if Marceau is a cheating ass, frog face ass bitch, do y'all think Marceau cheating on Tisha? I should have went live, exactly. But drop down in the comments, tell me, do y'all think Marceau is a bald head, ugly ass cheating ass? Marceau is looking better these days. So we ain't gonna call him ugly, but tell me if y'all think Marceau cheating. Do y'all think Tisha know he cheating? Do we even give a fuck? Do we give a fuck right now? Like, it's been 5 years. If Marceau is cheating, he's great at it. He do a way better job than Martell. Is that why you mad? Because Marceau did a better job at cheating and your marriage went down the drain and he still got his family? This is why I think Martell really mad though, friend. Make sure you subscribe and like my video. I'm trying to get to 10,000, y'all. Exactly. Over the holidays, y'all ain't got shit to do but drink and and y'all gonna be eating good, so you might as well share my videos, talk some shit in the group chat so we can have some fun. Now bitch, but tell me why. Martell is really mad because Marceau took his spot. Remember last episode when they was out there, Marceau was talking that shit about him and Trish, but Martell don't like Ken. So I don't think that's what really pissed Martell off to start talking shit like that. Because he don't really like Ken anyway. So I don't think him bringing up the Trish shit is what really pissed Martell off. I think what really pissed Martell off is when Marceau kept talking about you divorcing your wife and leaving your family out here for dead. Remember, he was talking about Marquez, but it was shouts out to Martell. I think that's what really pissed Martell off. And he was talking about how Marceau was like, yeah, I wouldn't have a reason to get divorced and da-da-da. That's when he was like, you cheat more than me and da-da-da. You're mad that whatever, if Marceau is 1,000 times worse than you, Martell always told your ass not to leave your family. He told you you was gonna regret this. I'm sorry, Marceau is a lot of things, but he kept telling Martell, He might have not have told him to stop cheating with coleslaw, but he told him, bitch, don't fuck up your family. Don't leave your wife. You're gonna fucking regret it. And guess what? If Marceau was out here fucking mad bitches from Huntsville to Mobile to Atlanta, he knew enough not to leave his family. He knew enough not to leave his family. And guess what? He's still married. He got his contractor's license in Georgia recently. He's the face of the show. He's the funny one. He's the lead man. He's the one doing shit with Carlos King. Carlos King took him to the NAACP. No offense, but this is just you reaping what you sow. This is one of your friends told you some shit was gonna happen, but Martell is so hard-headed, he didn't listen to Marceau, and then Marceau stepped into your role. But all because you did your wife dirty. And now the fans don't like you. The fans don't like Marceau, but at least he's the leader of the show. At least he's doing something with himself. Anyway, it's giving jealousy. Jealousy. Martell Ho, you are jealous. You are jealous of Marceau. It's a sad sight to see, child. Anyway, girl. So fuck all of that. Let's talk about Nell and Mel. Ooh, we got a lot to talk about. So Nell goes over to Mel's house. Let me hurry up because I don't want this to be over an hour. So Nell goes over to Mel's house. Mel like, bitch, I ain't seen you in a minute. You don't call me. You don't fuck with me, bitch. Exactly. So I wonder how long after the girls' trip was this filmed for Mel to say, you don't call me and you don't come over my house. Anyway, first of all, I love Mel's little bob. The bob was bobbing melody. I love the short. I like the cut. It was a little bit shorter. And I like the bangs. I think the bangs is what elevated it. It was really cute, short, chic. I was feeling it. And it had a lot of bounce to it. She knew what she was doing. Bouncing around that damn kitchen, girl. You knew the her was giving. She knew the her was giving. Miss Nell had on her, standard 27 wig, It looked like she was just out going grocery shopping and stuff. Anyway, Miss Nell came over there talking about something. I felt some way about the trip, about this name tag. First of all, bitch, I ain't seen you in a minute and I didn't took you on a trip. I thought we settled that. Bitch, don't ever come to my motherfucking house interrupting my day talking about a motherfucking name tag. Don't you run a business? Don't you run a daycare? Where the kids at? Where's the fucking cupcakes and shit? Girl, first of all, Mel was like, no, I didn't think you would even be tripping off that. You're older than all of us. You know what I'm saying? And then Nell was like, hold on, I'm tired of y'all saying that. And that's not true. I don't know if she's trying to say that her and Kimmy neck and neck in age. I don't know. But then they started talking about Nell, because they going from like you the oldest one, why is you tripping off a name tag? First of all, that's some petty shit. If I'm Mel and I ain't talked to you, bitch, and I ain't heard from you and you supposed to be my friend, and the first thing you come over talking about is complaining about a name tag for a bed on a trip, she should have put you in the quarters with Tisha and Kimmy. Because you supposed to be my real friend. You really mad. And she was mad because Sonny had, I guess, a better room or something. It was really, really petty. So Mel's talking about, yeah, and you call yourself a mentor, so and so and so and so. And then they start going back and forth about Nell being Mel's mentor. Mind you, Nell, you said you was Tisha's mentor too, and Tisha took offense to that. As a grown woman, if you're my friend, unless you work in my field or help me with some business endeavors or I learned something from you, you're not my mentor. And it's kind of putting it like we're not friends because Tisha thought y'all were friends too. And you said, no, you were mentoring Tisha. So it gives like a level of superiority when you say a mentor. Like my mentor is my brother. He brought me into construction. He taught me the game. He did all of these things. He guides me. That's what you call a mentor. Nell was upset and had her feelings hurt because Mel said, no, you never mentored me. Mel was laughing in her motherfucking face and shit. And she was like, no, more you counseled us because you were counseling me and Martell throughout our marriage and stuff. And Miss Nell was like, yeah, I got a lot of thoughts about this. First of all, Mel was wrong for laughing in her face. Y'all ain't finna like what I gotta say. Mel was dead wrong for laughing in her face because she know that was her friend. I think Miss Nell don't understand the difference. Miss Nell thinks that counselor and mentor are synonymous. She thinks those are the same things. You can tell by how she explains it and says it later with Chris. Mel tried to differentiate and tell you, no, mentorship is more along the lines of the professional or educational lines. You know what I'm saying? Like I taught you something. You did something like counsel us. You tried to mediate the situation between me and Martell because you're an older couple who have been married longer. They didn't guide them in business. Like that's not the tea. However, Mel, you ain't have to laugh in that lady's face like that because I could tell in Nell's face that her feelings were hurt. So in this instance, Mel, you was wrong. You ain't have to laugh in her face. You could have just said, girl, you ain't mentoring me. It was more like counseling. But you ain't have to laugh and make no scene like that. Here's the caveat. And maybe it's the Scorpio in me. I'm sorry. And this is why I always fuck with Mel. If it was me and you just came over my motherfucking house talking about a motherfucking name tag from the trip, and I already feel some type of way about you talking this shit on this motherfucking interview, I'm finna play in your motherfucking face, bitch. So should you come to my house playing in my face, I'm finna play in your face, bitch. And I'm finna snickle and giggle and cackle and bob my fucking bob all around this motherfucking kitchen so y'all can see the bounce in this bob. Because this bitch playing in my motherfucking face. And then in retrospect, if you counseled me, if you were counseling me and all of this other shit, why the fuck would you get on an interview and say that me and Martell are on the same level? Bitch, you just said yourself, I spent countless hours. I left my mom, when she felt some type of way to come and counsel us. And that's how they were brought to the show. So I would definitely say that because they were brought onto the show as this older couple who helps Mel and Martell through their marital issues. And Mel, you didn't co-sign that the whole time. And I don't think she's denying the fact that, yes, you did counsel me. But if you counsel me, bitch, why the fuck would you go on an interview and Nell was acting like she didn't know what Mel was talking about? Mel was like, okay, no problem, bitch. This is you in HD. This you, right? This is you, right, Miss Nell? Talking about, she's hard-headed. They hard-headed and stubborn. Both of them just as bad. The audacity of you to listen to me cry for all of these years and know all the shit that I went through as a woman, and you went through the same thing. For you to get on somebody's platform talking about me and Martell are the same and we draining you, bitch. I'm with Mel. I would have snickered and giggled all in your face. No, ho, you ain't mentoring me. What the fuck is you talking about? No, bitch. So Mel was wrong. Would I have done it? Absolutely, bitch. Don't come over my house disturbing my day talking about no motherfucking name tag. And now in retrospect, was the picture with Coleslaw? Was that really an accident? Was that really a setup by Martell? Or was you feeling some type of way because Mel called you out and checked you? What is it? Because you was acting like you ain't know nothing about the damn interview. And then Mel showed it to you, and then mum's the word. And then you go back and start talking to your husband about how your feelings so hurt. Now, I can see why your feelings hurt, because Mel was laughing in your motherfucking face. But don't be out here doing no interviews about me. And don't come over to my motherfucking house talking about some name tag when I was really nice and calmed you down and shit on the trip. So I'm not trying to hurt that shit. Especially you supposed to be my friend. I thought Miss Nell was gonna show up a lot better than she did, because she's been friends with Mel for so long and she hasn't been on this show. So it's very disappointing to see where Mel and Nell's friendship went. You know what I'm saying? And what kills me is, and a lot of people, Mel miserable, Mel was wrong. Mel probably was wrong for hollering, for laughing in Miss Nell's face. But one thing about us Scorpios, if we sense an inkling of disloyalty, and I ain't gonna lie, I am not gonna lie. I don't even have to have proof. I don't have to have proof because where I'm coming from, I would never even give you that inkling in your head that I'm disloyal towards you. That's how I know how I am. So if the thought even arises in my head that you might be a disloyal bitch, then I just really can't fuck with you. And I'm sorry, if I'm Melody and you came to my house and I just seen the fucking interview about you talking about me and Martell the same man who cheated on me and had a baby and drugged me through the mud, basically tried to call me a hoe. And you knew everything that happened, bitch. And then you come to my house talking about a motherfucking I would have swiped all of that shit out. Fuck no, you are my mentor, bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. Exactly. So in this situation, I feel like Mel is 75%. No, Miss Nell is 75% wrong, and Mel is 25% wrong for laughing in that lady face. Cause you know you hurt Miss Nell feelings, but bitch, you hurt my feelings too. I'm sorry. I'm really good at that. I'm a firm believer and people will not understand until you put them in that same position. You can tell a person you hurt my feelings, you let me down as a friend, yada, 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 but you ain't gonna really feel it until I do that to you. Now you understand what I'm talking about, bitch. And that Miss Nell understand what Mel talking about because you went down there with Chris with your husband in the next scene talking about and Mel hurt my feelings and I left my mama. That ain't sad though. She said she left her sick mama to go and check on Mel. That's how deep in the game she was with trying to help Mel and shit. So bitch, if you was that deep in the game helping me in my marriage, if you was that deep in the game, bitch, then why the fuck would you get on the podcast and tell them that I was just as bad as Martell? Girl, fuck Nell. Exactly. And if we find out that Chris Fletcher hooked Trish up with Martell, girl, fuck you and Chris. Fuck you and Chris. And I wonder, did Mel know by now? Because now she knows. At this point where this scene is being filmed, Mel knows that Martell and Trish had some sort of interaction, and we found out it was at Mel's house, their marital home. That's the house that Trish hoe ass went to. So Mel knows that Trish went to her marital home. I wonder, do Mel know that Trish and Chris supposed to be cousins? And I wonder, does Mel know by now that Chris introduced Martell to Trish? It's a blessing she just cursed her out. She could have plastered pancake batter on that bitch. If I do all of that, you talk about you that counsel me for years, then you dogging me out on the podcast, then you come on here talking about a name tag, then I find out that your husband hooked Martell up with this bitch that's now on the show. I would have threw pancake batter in Miss Nell's face all over her thing. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Is that too dramatic? I'm sorry. Anyway, girl, so that's what happened. So tell me what y'all thought about the Nell and Melody scene or whatever. Was Mel wrong for the way she handled Miss Nell? Was Miss Nell wrong for coming over there talking about a motherfucking name tag and talking that shit in an interview? If that was your friend, if Miss Nell was your friend, how would you handle it? At this point, Miss Nell and Melody are no longer friends. It's not happening. It'll never happen. The door is closed. What did he say, bitch? The door is closed and the door won't open again, bitch. Anyway, so like I said, the Nell downloads on Chris. They go out. Then they start talking about Maurice with the DUI. And she's going to say, well, if you do the crime, then you have to man up and do the time. You ain't say that when it was Martell. Remember you said Mel was wrong for getting him locked up. But he did a crime. Shouldn't he do the time? His 30 days, as a matter of fact. I think Martell go to court December the 3rd. Miss Nell is a flip-flopping ass bitch. And I retract all of the stuff that I said about her now. Remember when the picture shit came out with coleslaw? I was like, let's give Miss Nell the benefit of the doubt. Let's not be mean bitches. Now I'm a mean bitch. She should have threw pancake batter all over Miss Nell, girl. Just give it fake ass bitch. Anyway, but she was downloading Chris, talking about how her feelings hurt and all this other shit. And guess what? I'm glad Mel put you in the same position that you put her in. Bitch, I brought you on the show. I thought you was my real friend and you hurt my motherfucking feelings. Now we even. Now what you want to do? We still not even though, bitch, because your husband introduced Martell to another bitch that was in my face. Did you know about this, Miss Nell? I guess, girl. Anyway, what I did like about this though, I like the fact that Chris, when he saw Miss Nell getting emotional, he changed the subject and started talking about Maurice, and then took her out there so they could start doing their dance classes. I really love that. I love the fact that I love a man that knows you, and you can tell that Chris knows Miss Nell. He knows she's a firecracker, she's emotional, and he knows how to deal with her. In that instance, he knew she was getting ready to go extra and go overboard. So he stopped her, he changed the subject, and he put her in her comfort zone and her happy place by dancing with her. I was like, okay. We don't know if Chris Fletcher is the captain of the creep squad of Huntsville, but I love that he put her at ease in that moment and took her back to her happy place. I love that for Miss Nell. I love that you have that. Now, you may be a fake ass dog ass friend with Peggy Bundy's type of hairdo, whatever, but I love that she got Chris to scale her back and bring her back. That was really cute. Anyway, let's get to Trish and Ken. So Trish and Ken, this is what I wrote down about Trish and Ken. Weirdos, slow, and awkward. This whole conversation in the garage was slow and awkward. And for this to be season 5, it looked really low budget. This whole episode really kind of looked low budget. Even if it's their daily lives, it was like, you seen Trish and Ken in their old ass garage, Martell and Destiny at a park bench, Chris and Nell Fletcher, they was at a dance class. I don't know, but it was just giving, it's giving, y'all not millionaires. Y'all not millionaires. Y'all not millionaires, child. Anyway, so Trish and Ken started talking. I'm over Trish and Ken. I'm over it. I'm totally fucking over it. They said the divorce shit didn't go through because he was supposed to come back so they can get the papers notarized. First of all, you a lying ass bitch. You could have notarized the papers, mailed them to him. He could have notarized them, and then they could have sent them. Y'all could have sent them off. You don't want to get a divorce. You don't even want to marry Ken because every time you talk about it, you go on mute, bitch. Then they started talking about the son graduation party. They showed the pictures. I saw the pictures on Facebook a long time ago. The son don't really look happy in either of the pictures. They talked about giving so Ken had an attitude because he said Marquez told him, thanks for coming. Okay. He might have meant thanks for coming. Thanks for having my son back. Thanks for helping her plan this. He might have meant thanks for everything, but Ken had a big issue about it. Thanks for coming. You saying thanks for coming, and we was gonna do this regardless. That's not your goddamn son, bitch. And how you got this much energy about somebody else's kids and you don't even want to have your own kids? Trish, if this is not cause for concern with you, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sick of Trish. I'm sick of her mumbling. Both of them sound really monotone and stupid in this conversation. It's like, yeah, well, they are boring. They are boring. They are whack. Ken, them not your damn kids. I don't even know why she allowed him to say their real names. I know their kids' names, and I never said their kids' names when I talk about them. So why would you allow him to do that? Why are you letting Ken antagonize Marquez with his own kids, bitch? I know you ain't that hurt. And then she gonna say, she said that she gave him gas money to get there. Now, if she gave you some gas money to get there, that's some broke bitch behavior. Marquez, you gotta get it together, poo. But if y'all been together for 16 years, what happened that bad where you would dog him out and tell the world that you had to get this man gas money? And in her confessional, she said his walkie-talkie ass, I should have let his walkie-talkie ass walk. Trish reminds me of Martell. Remember Marceau said that Marquez is like Mel because Trish was allegedly out here cheating? We know that while you was separated, you was twiddling your little ass over there at Martell's house, and we don't know how many other dudes. Martell said he had no idea you was married. No idea. So you never mentioned to him that I'm married and I'm separated. That's what Martell said in this episode. And yet and still, you still clowning Marquez like you ain't, I don't know. Trish is low. Trish is low. I think Trish is low. And I mean that in all of the phrases, all of the terms, all of the ways, all of the situations, all of the synopsis. I mean that in every way. I think Trish is a low lady. Exactly. Marquez, and if you needed gas money, bitch, you ain't shit either. Get your shit together for them kids. But one thing I will say, out of the three of them, out of Trish, Marquez, and Ken, I'd rather see Marquez. Replace Trish and Ken with Marquez. Marquez more interesting than both of y'all. At least this nigga been crying. We don't know what he doing down in Atlanta. I would like to bring Marquez on the show. I would much rather see Marquez moving back to Huntsville, dating bitches, being emotional, talking too much, him and his government jobs and what all these talents, and then how he navigate the Trish and the Ken shit. I would much rather see Marquez as the main cast member, and then Trish and Ken, he could, we could see how he deal with them. Because out of the three of them, Marquez is the most interesting. His interview with Dr. Heavenly was more interesting than Trish, Ken, and all of that shit. So that's what we want. Fuck Trish and Ken. I'm sick of them. Martell said he ain't fucked that booger wolf. She still ain't divorced. Ken popping steroids allegedly. Why was y'all in the comments talking about this man had track marks on? Girl, I don't know. Anyway, child. So I'm sick of Ken and Trish. That's what happened. Kimmy sits down with her son talking about the DUI. Maurice like, I don't know, you can't help me. Kimmy, at this point, like I said, you raised Jalen, bitch. You raised Jalen, and then you decided to marry him. Kimmy credibility is shot to hell at this point. Because ain't no way you a nurse, a professional. You're a strong, educated black woman who knows how to articulate herself very well, and you decided to settle on this shit. And then she gonna say, you aren't always forthcoming with information. Translation, bitch, you be lying and you don't never tell me the whole truth. So you know you got a lying ass nigga who don't be telling you the truth about a lot of shit. Bitch, why we ain't never talked about that? Why you talking about everybody else? Then Kimmy, I'm finna go through this quick because Kimmy pissed me off. Then Kimmy gonna say, when you ain't come home, I immediately thought the hospital. Then I thought maybe you fell asleep at your office and I went to check on you at your office. First of all, he be falling asleep at his office, Kimmy. Kimmy, you thought he was at his office and he fell asleep on a Friday night? Because that's when he was arrested. I think he was arrested Saturday morning. Because then he was down to the bar because Funky Dineva was down there. You thought after he was drinking and hanging out at Black allegedly that he went to his office and fell asleep in it. Kimmy is, first of all, the look Kimmy had on her face, this is why I don't have the patience for a bitch like Kimmy. Because it's not that you a dumbass bitch like Coleslaw. You know better, bitch. You older than me and you act like you wiser than everybody. So, bitch, you know better. So the fact that we know that you know better and you not just naive like Tisha, you putting up with this is a disstart. It's, bitch, you're trash. I ain't gonna say Kimmy trash, but she's a fucking fool. And it's really sad to see. It's sad that an educated, accomplished woman and dumbed herself down for this bald-headed Uncle Fester looking motherfucker. Kimmy's out here looking stupid. You out here, you turned into Tisha. You turned into Tisha. What Tisha was and how people viewed Tisha season 1 and season 2. Also, you could be a Scott. You turned into that. Ugh, such a shame. Fuck her. Anyway, so then we get to Mel and Shanita. We end with them. Mel is having like a food drive in Huntsville. She mentions that none of them showed up, but Shanita flew in, her real friend, to help her. And she said that she wasn't gonna support their businesses and all of that shit no more because they don't do the same for her. And I feel the same way. Ho, y'all in Huntsville and y'all ain't gonna come out to try to help, but y'all wanted me to speak for free at your expo? Girl, I guess. So she starts talking about Maurice and the DUI shit. She said that basically it was embarrassing. She said it was embarrassing as fuck. Everybody saw the next day he had a bottle in his hand and it was like free Reese. That is some ghetto shit. And y'all supposed to be black excellent. That was some ghetto shit. She mentioned how all of them had mug shots. That wasn't the premise of the show. And a lot of people was talking about how Nell threw that glass and she could have had a assault charge. But you know, when she was at Nell and Chris' house. I saw a lot of y'all comment there like, ooh, Mel thinks she too good. Whatever the case may be, Mel ain't got no mugshot. Whenever y'all get through, was it on, she ain't got no mugshot. That's the whole point. And she has elevated. And she said she was disappointed. And I can see what she's talking about because since the show has started, who has elevated? Mel is doing TikTok. She's doing movies. She's out here trying to reach her fullest potential. She's done big things. Stormy left the show, but in 1 or 2 seasons, Stormy did her thing and, you know, used her platform to, you know, generate more revenue and do what she gonna do. The rest of them haven't. What has Maurice done? He don't even have his own law office. We don't even know what he's doing with Credit One. What has Kimmy done but quit her job? She's in real estate and stuff. Maybe if she opens her restaurant, then there we go. But you should have been there. It's been 5 or 6 years. Tisha, what has Tisha done? We gonna talk about Tisha probably on another video or whatever. But Tisha, what about, girl, y'all seen that drama about Tisha and copying Just For Me? The box. That debacle. I seen it on the internet, and as soon as I seen that box, I said, you still out here copying people, child. You still out here copying. Like, if you not creative, I'm not creative either, Tisha, but at least hire a creative person. Like, bitch, if you can't do it yourself, hire someone to do it. Girl, anyway, Tisha is a penny with a hole in it too. Just like Destiny. Tisha ain't fulfill her potential. The only person who has had some motion was Marceau. At least he got black. At least he's trying to, you know, do some shit. But the way he going with get into it with everybody in the town, you gonna stop your own blessings. You gonna stop your own blessings getting into it with everybody in the hometown that you want to build up your empire in. So I'm with Mel. Y'all are disappointing us as black excellence. But maybe if they showed us something different, maybe if they showed us some black excellence, we would believe in you. That's why I like Sunny. Because at the end of the day, Sunny just came on here. I already know she flipped homes. And I already know that she's a badass producer. And I'm waiting on season 2 of her fucking show to come out on Tubi. The fact that y'all the core 6 been on her for 5 or 6 years and Martell ain't did shit, y'all don't have no businesses to show outside of Marceau because Tisha, you didn't put no input on there. You can't even get your fucking product shit right with your child. Girl, I don't know. And Destiny, let's not talk about Big D Energy, that home air freshener. Girl, I don't know. The moral of the story is the episode was good. Tell me what y'all thought about the episode, girl. Destiny being a lying, delusional, cowardly, lying ass bitch. Martell, the scarecrow without no brain, dogging Marceau out. They gonna beef the next episode and have they all out, and he gonna say Tisha fucking with his homeboy. I wonder how all that's gonna end. I bet you Maurice try to shut it down. I bet you Maurice and Kimmy try to shut it down exactly because I told y'all before, and I'm going to tell y'all again, if Marceau go down, Marceau taking Maurice with him. If they spill too much tea about Marceau and Marceau in the hot seat, Marceau going to shade Maurice and bring him on in. Like, don't go nowhere, brother. You in on this shit too. Grin and you in, bitch. Anyway, tell me if y'all think Mel was hella wrong for that Nell shit, or was Nell wrong? Do y'all think they ever gonna be friends again? Because I don't. And tell me if y'all think they should replace Ken and Trish with Marquez. I would much rather see Marquez dating, moving back to Huntsville. He already got a little beef with Marceau. I want to see that. That's what I want to see. How they gonna react to him being cool with Mel. That's what I want to see, bitch. Exactly. Phase Ken and Trish. Phase the bodybuilders out and bring in Hazel Eyes with no gas money. Did he get a gas card? Tell us what the tea is. Anyway, so that's all I got, y'all. I was going to tell y'all about Wanda because I told y'all I went to the trenches of Bessemer. In short, she was calling she called two content creators dirty, black, ugly whore. She kept calling people ugly. I don't know who told Miss Wanda she was fine. But she kept calling people black and ugly. You chocolate yourself now. You and your daughter chocolate. So I don't know where she got that calling other people black and ugly, but I guess, child. She said Queen Sheba was the Millimeters manager. She said Queen Sheba run all you millimeter hoes. She said she run all of you millimeter hoes. She go report to Mel all of the tea from the social media streets, and Mel download Queen Sheba on what's going on and report back. I ain't gonna lie, when I first came to YouTube, I thought that too. I was like, she must be like the Queen Millimeter. Shout out to Queen Sheba. She's a Scorpio too, I believe. Exactly. She does the damn thing. Girl, y'all hate an eloquent queen. If Queen Sheba is queen of the millimeters, who is queen of the teabaggers? Drop down in the comments and tell me, if Queen Sheba is the queen of the millimeters, who is the queen of the teabaggers? Y'all funny as hell. Anyway, child, girl, Miss Wanda, anyway, she got ignorant and ghetto. So at first it was cool, but I think she started drinking, and she called Mel the bitch. She was like playing like she was calling Mel on the phone, and she was like, yeah, bitch ass hoe. If I was there, she was like, I spoke to you or some shit. She was talking about Mel saying that when she see Miss Wanda, it's always cordial and nice. And she was like, yeah, bitch, that's how we was taught. That's how we was taught. We was taught to speak to bitches when we see them. And ho, you ain't got that same energy when I see you. She said, find someone to play with, ho. She said she's scared she said, you scared I'ma bust you in your face when I see you. Did you just threaten to bust Mel in her face when you see her? Mel, what happened to that restraining order? What happened to that cease and desist? Y'all talking about some millimeters allegedly going to Stormy's business, but your mammy is still on this motherfucking internet talking about busting me in my motherfucking face, calling me every bitch, hoe, and all of this other shit. So this is what I want to know. Carlos King, how you made a big deal out of the millimeters and all of this other shit. Why the fuck are y'all not holding Tisha accountable? So why didn't, after this happened, I think she recorded that like on Thursday night or Friday. Why the fuck ain't Tisha online talking about how her mama needs to stop? Why you ain't tell your mama to take that shit down while she's threatening one of your cast members, Tisha? Or did you tell her to do that because you knew the tea was going to get spilled tonight about Marceau allegedly cheating and being 1,000 times worse than Martell? So is that a deflection? So we could be out here talking about Wanda threatening Mel? Nah, we going to talk about it all. We going to talk about your mama threatening Mel, but we also going to talk about Marceau, bitch. And this is why a lot of people don't like Tisha. Sometimes it ain't. Tisha's mama brings more hate to Tisha because she's an extension of you, bitch. And you can tell your mama to stop. Or you can come out publicly. You post everything else on your story, bitch. You could just say, my mama was wrong for that shit. She was talking about Mel and da-da-da-da. You can say something, bitch. You ain't saying nothing. Tisha, I got my eye on you. I ain't got my eye on Destiny no more because that bitch could go. I don't know why she was brought back. She ain't got no storyline. Sunny is unavailable for your storyline, bitch. And Melody is through with your dog ass. So why do you keep running back to Martell talking about her? And Martell, if you happy with Coleslaw and you allegedly got married to her, why do y'all always got Mel name in your mouth? So for the girlies out there who be arguing with me, calling me every dirty curly head bitch, Mel is the show. This is why we say Mel is the show. This is a prime example of why we say Mel is the show. At the beginning of the episode, a few minutes in, Martell asked about Mel. Destiny proceeded to talk about Nell. That's why we think she's the show. Nell came over to talk about Nell. She sat in a scene with her husband to talk about Nell. Anyway, y'all, fuck me. Tell me what y'all think about the episode, the shit that Miss Nell was talking or whatever. I'm going to try to do my story time Sunday so I can tell y'all about my night, girl. It was, if you watch my stories on TikTok and on Instagram, so follow me on social media. I did post a little clip, a little snippet of my Friday night or whatever. Yesterday was more cool, so it was enjoyable. So I'm gonna talk about Married to Medicine. I may talk about some more Love and Marriage Huntsville tea. So make sure your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. I don't know, if I don't do a members only, maybe I should do a subscribers only mode. So if you ain't subscribed to me, we ain't talking to you, bitch. Anyway, y'all, I thought this was a good episode. I'll talk to y'all later. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe so we can snickle and giggle all day while we getting ready to watch Married to Medicine tonight, because I'm going to watch it tonight. Anyway, bye, friend. Y'all have a good Sunday. I'll see y'all later. Bye.